So if you've been wondering why Amazon suddenly decided to remove APK sideloading from its newest Fire TV devices, we finally have an official answer. Amazon says it wasn't about locking users out of their ecosystem. They also said it definitely wasn't about competing with Google. Instead, they're blaming malware and piracy, but is that the real story? So today we're going to break down Amazon's explanation, what it means for Fire TV users, and whether I actually believe it. So we're going to jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. Of course, if you're new to the channel, I do everything as far as streaming devices, Android TV, Google TV, Fire TV, media service, and helping you get the most out of your entertainment setup. If that's your thing, make sure you subscribe. A lot of changes happening in the streaming world, and I definitely keep you updated every step of the way. Now, unless you've been living under the rock, probably heard that Amazon's newest Fire TV devices are running Vega OS and no longer allow traditional APKs to be installed. I'm sure the announcement shocked a lot of people because sideloading has been one of the biggest reasons why folks go in there, spend their $25 to buy Amazon Fire TV devices in the first place. And since then, everyone has been asking the same question. Well, now Amazon has officially answered. So according to Amazon, the decision wasn't made to frustrate power users. The company says the biggest reason was for security. Their argument is that Android APK files can come from anywhere on the internet, and unlike apps downloaded through the official app stores, those APKs don't always go through the review process. Now that means that malicious apps can potentially steal information, display unwanted ads, and compromise your device. And Amazon says removing APK installation helps protect customers from malware and creates a safer experience for the average user. They also pointed the finger at piracy. Many unofficial streaming applications are distributed as APKs rather than through the official app store. By preventing sideloading altogether, Amazon believes that they can significantly reduce access to those applications. So from their perspective, fewer APKs means fewer security risks and less piracy. At least on paper, that sounds reasonable. But is that the whole story? So here's where things kind of get interesting. If security were the only reason, why does Google TV still allow sideloading? Why does Android TV allow it? Why does Nvidia Shield allow it? The on devices, the Xiaomi devices, millions of Android users sideload every day without major issues. And yes, you can absolutely install something malicious if you're downloading random APKs from random unknown websites, but that's true of almost any computer or smartphone. So Windows doesn't block all software installation because malware exists. Android phones don't completely disable APK installations. Instead, users are given a choice. You can install apps from trusted sources, or you can choose not to. And Amazon's new approach removes that choice entirely. So is this really about the ecosystem? So this is where opinions start to differ. So Amazon says security is a primary reason, but many users believe there's other factors at play. So Vega OS is Amazon's own operating system. Unlike previous Fire TVs that were based on Android, Vega OS gives Amazon much more control over the software experience. So that means they control the app ecosystem, they control app distribution, they control development environment, they control how apps get onto your device. For Amazon, that creates a much more consistent experience for developers. So it creates one official path for app distribution, but for power users, it removes one of the biggest advantages Fire TV has had in years. So what does this mean for Fire TV Stick users? So there is some good news in there, depending how you look at it. So if you already own older Fire TV Stick running Fire OS, nothing is going to change. You can continue sideloading APKs just like before. Developer options are still available. Downloader still works. ADB debugging works. For the most part, that's still true. They are starting to clamp down on a lot of these things. A lot of apps are getting blocked when the installation. Amazon is removing certain apps. So that's partially true. Some things you can still do and others you can't. And they're closing that grip even more every single day. So at least for now, some of that stuff is still available. The changes mainly affect Amazon's new Vega OS devices moving forward. So if you're planning to upgrade in the future, this is definitely something to keep in mind. What are your alternatives? So for me, you know that I've done a couple videos showing you guys the best alternatives to Fire TV sticks, and I'll link some of them in the description. But if sideloading is important to you, there are still some fantastic options available. On 4K Pro continues to be one of the best values on the market. Personally, that's my recommended device. Problem with the On 4K Pro is that you're going to be lucky to find it on the Walmart website or in stores. You really have to just keep a lookout for that device. Google TV Streamer 4K is a great alternative as well. Comes with gigabit Ethernet. Of course, Google's own OS, but it is priced a little bit higher. Normally it's about $100, $99, but you can get it on sale sometime for about $74. The Nvidia Shield is still king in the opinion of a lot of people. Longevity, powerful, gives you the option to host Plex, but a lot of folks, including myself, do think it's time for Nvidia to update this device, as we haven't seen a facelift in over 7 years. Xiaomi's making a great streaming device that does allow sideloading. I did review this on the channel. Xiaomi Mi Box S 3rd generation is a great alternative as well. Buzz TV has a couple devices. They finally got the certified Google TV device that packs a punch. Again, this is priced a little bit higher than most folks want to pay. So the important thing is that consumers now have choices. Some people want the simplicity and security of a lockdown platform, while others just want the flexibility that Android always offered. And neither approach is necessarily wrong. Again, it just depends what you're looking for. As far as Amazon's argument, I can't side with them because I don't think it's for security of their devices or our devices that we purchase. I think it's Amazon's way to milk consumers for every dime that they can. So locking down devices doesn't give you the option to sideload, so you're forced to purchase Amazon services. You're forced to use Amazon applications. You're forced to use applications recommended and approved by Amazon that often comes with ads that pushes Amazon services. Also, with the new Vega OS, you cannot install custom launchers. So now Amazon can push ads directly to you and you don't have a choice to remove it in most cases. So I think it's about revenue. It's not about safety. It's not about their security concerns. It's not about apps. It's your device. You should be able to do what you want with it. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Amazon is telling the truth? While I do believe that security plays a role, I don't think it's the biggest factor. But in the comment section, let me know if you've completely stopped using Fire TV devices altogether, or if you're just riding out the current device that you have set up. Of course, all the devices that I mentioned, I did review them, so I'll leave links in the description where you can go ahead and check it out. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.